Alright, so obviously, as you guys know, today we got our first look at Modern Warfare's multiplayer. We saw gameplay of the new 2v2 gunfight mode, but they actually announced something pretty important. The full multiplayer reveal for this game is actually going to be in 3 weeks exactly from today on August 1st. I'll put the official image up on screen. It's also the thumbnail. Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay premiere August 1st. 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. UK time on Call of Duty's Twitch channel. We're going to be seeing the full reveal of this multiplayer. So today, it's just a bunch of streamers playing the gunfight mode, not really talking about too much. Obviously, we could get a lot of information from this because a lot of the same stuff that we're seeing, it's going to be a multiplayer. So the HUD's probably going to be very similar. The weapons obviously are going to be the same. A lot of the stuff we're seeing is going to be the same, but the maps are obviously different. These are gunfight specific maps. You're only going to see these maps when you're playing the gunfight game mode. So we still haven't seen any of the actual multiplayer maps for this game. And, for this multiplayer reveal, we're going to be seeing full actual discussions on the weapons, the perk system, how the created class works, the multiplayer maps, what all the multiplayer maps look like, all the different game modes, like all of that classic stuff that you see, we're going to see at that full multiplayer reveal. Today is just a taste of what the game looks like. So let's go through a bunch of different information for this game. We have our first piece of information from Crossplay and Season Pass. So Activision on Crossplay and the Season Pass. Modern Warfare seeks to unite the community with plans to support crossplay across platforms and the removal of the traditional Season Pass in order to deliver a greater mix of more free maps, content, and community events post-launch. So people were worrying about crossplay, how that was going to work. People were scared that Activision might sort of scam us, but this is another reminder that we're probably in for a pretty good year with bringing people from all different consoles together, playing all these new DLC maps, getting more free DLC content. It's a very good sign, and I'm glad they're reiterating that and putting emphasis on the fact that crossplay and, the free DLC is going to be a huge part of this year. So that's obviously very cool. Next thing here. Some other things about multiplayer in Modern Warfare based on what we played earlier this year. So the full new engine is in effect for multiplayer. Graphics, audio, animation, etc. is in all the modes of the game. Recoil movement is a bit different from other COD games. Time to kill is similar to Infinity Ward games. So I think for sure you guys know it's definitely got that mixture of Rainbow Six and Battlefield with like that Call of Duty feel that we know. I think the thing is, this game is definitely different. And when I first started watching it, I was like, this is a little weird. But the more I watched it, the more I started really feeling it. I'm like, wow, you know what? This could actually be pretty cool. It's definitely one of the biggest changes we've seen to sort of the core gameplay of Call of Duty in a while. I mean, it still obviously plays like Call of Duty, and we'll know from the beta exactly how it plays. But from the looks of it, it definitely looks like a very different, distinct Call of Duty. Something that we haven't really seen much of before, which is a good thing. And I think change is good. And adding some elements from Rainbow Six Siege and Battlefield and Call of Duty, making this different Call of Duty, I think it definitely is a good thing. Again, we'll finally see, from the multiplayer reveal and most importantly, the beta, exactly how this feels. But I'm definitely pretty optimistic. It looks pretty cool. So next thing here's some stuff about Gunfight, the game mode you're seeing up on screen. So something insanely cool about Gunfight that we saw at Infinity Ward, they have built a full in-game tournament-based bracket system that allows for tournaments in the Gunfight mode. The game does all the work for the brackets, so that's definitely very cool. It'll make Gunfight a game mode that people can actually go into and really have fun and set up these tournaments and brackets, and I don't know, that's definitely a really cool addition to the game mode. Also, if you're seeing health does not regenerate in Gunfight, you cannot heal unless you have the stim equipment attached in the specific mode. So obviously people were saying this is a bit weird, there's no health regen, or do they have to do the manual regen? But obviously it's not manual regen. There's just no regen within this mode specifically, but within the normal multiplayer game mode, in all of the different Domination TDM playlists, it's probably just going to be normal regen that we've seen from every year, besides obviously Black Ops 4. So that's some of the information we have now. I'm going to be doing tons of updates talking about more multiplayer information as we get more news. But until then, August 1st is going to be the full multiplayer reveal. Definitely can't wait to see that. It's going to be sick. And yeah, that being said, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.